PN junction diode under reverse bias. Before that, let me tell you what we mean by that reverse bias. So when negative terminal of the battery is connected to P type and positive terminal of the battery is connected to N type, then the applied bias, applied potential is called as reverse bias, and diode will be said to be under reverse bias condition. Understandable? Reverse, we are reversing the potential. The name itself suggesting you reverse bias. Negative to the P, negative to the positive, positive to the negative. That makes reverse bias. Clear? Understandable? What are the majority carriers in P type? Holes. What are the majority carriers in N type? Electrons. Now focus here. Because of this reason, the external battery, the holes are moving towards negative terminal. Electrons are moving towards positive potential. Due to this reason, this internal potential barrier will increases because of reverse, and also this depletion width gonna increases. What will happen? Internal potential barrier increases. Parallelly, this depletion width, this we call it as what? Depletion width. This gonna increases. In forward bias, it is very small. It is up to here only. Now under reverse bias, depletion layer increases. Because of that, depletion width will increase. And external battery is acting in same position. Say yes or no? Minus plus. External battery is acting in same position to internal potential barrier. So reverse potential increases. Barrier, this depletion layer also increases. This will become like this. Because of that reason, majority carriers will not cross here. They won't cross. Majority carriers which are holes in P side, they cannot cross the junction because I have a barrier here. Majority carriers cannot cross in opposite direction. Understandable? Because of depletion layer under reverse bias. Why the depletion layer? Because negative is connected to positive side, positive is connected to negative side. This potential increases. Negative, this gonna increases. Because of that, barrier also increases. Barrier width also increases. So majority carriers which are electrons which cannot cross here, because we have a door, we have a depletion layer, and majority carriers which are holes, they cannot cross because I have a depletion layer. Because of this, there is no current flows PN junction diode under reverse bias. Current is 0. I am explaining you. That is theoretically. So PN junction diode under reverse bias, no current flows. Theoretically, what I am saying? Theoretically, no current. Theoretically means you will write your notes. I am explaining you. I am speaking you. This is theory. So yes or no? Theoretically, no current. There is no current under reverse bias. But when you do this experiment practically, there is a current flows. When you do this experiment practically means have you seen the breadboards? Have you seen the breadboard? When you connect PN junction diode on breadboard under reverse bias, you will get a current. Practically, there is a current of the order of few micro ampere. Practically, you will get a few current. I will tell you that is reason also. I will tell you. Understandable? Theoretically, no current. But practically, when you do practice, when you go to the lab, this lab, when you do this experiment, there will be a minimum current, negligible current, that is in the order of micro ampere. Micro means very less. 1 into 10 raised to minus 6, you know. What is 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 means 1 microampere. That is very negligible current will flow under reverse bias condition. Clear? Say some. Theoretically, no current. Current is zero. Practically, there is a current. I'll tell you why. So what will happen? Focus here. For example, I have a 100 electron in general and 100 holes. Maybe 2 or 3 electrons, they will try to cross this and they will cross this junction and they will come and occupy here. And some few holes, they will cross this junction and they will come and occupy here. Few holes and few electrons will make a carrier recombination. Only few, not majority. Minority carriers will make a recombination. Because of that reason, you will have a few current, minimum current. That current is called as reverse saturation current. That is denoted by I0. Why we are getting that? Because few carriers, only few, maybe 2 electrons or 3 electrons, they will cross the junction, they will come to P side. And few holes, few carriers, those are positive charged particles, from P side, they will cross the junction, they will occupy N side. So few carriers will take recombination. Recombination means accident. They will combine, they will recombine. Due to that, a few current will produce in diode. That is nothing but reverse saturation current. That is denoted by I0. Understandable? What do you mean by reverse saturation current? Due to minority carriers, it will produce under reverse bias. Minority carriers will move in opposite direction. In forward bias, majority carriers move in opposite direction. That makes forward current. Here this makes reverse saturation current. Understandable? Say so. No? Keep in mind theory. When you are writing theoretically no current, but practically when you do practice, a current that is in the order of microampere. Clear with this? Any doubts? Say so. No? Now let me tell you what do you mean by the breakdown voltage. What happens? Why breakdown is occurring? What do you mean by that breakdown voltage? You need to focus clearly. What I am doing on the x-axis, this side. First quadrant, second, third, fourth. Only. This is first, this is second, this is third. What I am doing here? What I am doing? I am increasing the reverse potential. Say some. Reverse means this negative potential. Focus here. I am increasing the negative potential. So for a large applied reverse bias, what will be the large applied reverse bias? Minus 5. This will be my large. Minimum will be minus 0.1 or minus 0.2. For example, consider that you have applied a large applied reverse bias. In that case, what will happen? Electrons from here N type, they will pull towards positive terminal. Few electrons, for example 2, these are 2. Those electrons will gain sufficient energy. What they will gain? They will gain energy. For example, he had a boost or he had any Horlicks. He will gain energy and he can go to the sports, he can play badminton or he can play cricket and all. Boost is the secret of my energy, high energy, they will tell. Like that, if you increase the reverse potential, these electrons will gain energy. Because electrons will have a mobility. So yes or no? These electrons means I am marking, consider one, these, first electron and second electron. They will get energy. They will travel here in the semiconductor material. They will travel with a high velocity. What they will do? They will dislodge other 2 electrons. They will pull other 2 electrons. How many become? 2 plus 2, how many become? 4. Now other 2 electrons, which have dislodged by previous two electrons, what they will do? Again they will get a sufficient energy. They will travel with a high velocity. 2 square 4 square 16. 16 square how much? 2 into 4. 2 square 4 into 2 8 8 into 2 16 16 into 2 32 32 into 2 64 64 into 2 128. Like that, here in semiconductor, what I am doing? Say son, what I am doing?
Increasing.
What increasing? Electrons are increasing. Now that is called as bunch of electrons. That is nothing but technically, scientifically we say avalanche of electrons. What is this? This is nothing but avalanche of electrons. Understandable why it is happening? Because you are increasing the reverse potential. Electrons will have a mobility compared to holes. Those electrons will pull towards positive potential. For example, these two, they get energy, they will call other two. Those four, they will call 8 members. Like bunch of electrons will create in the semiconductor in the PN junction. That bunch of electron, group of electron is called as avalanche of electrons. Now this avalanche of electron is responsible for what I have done? What I have raised? That junction that is responsible for breaking the junction. Means at a certain voltage, any voltage, it may be -5, it may be -4, it may be. At a certain voltage, the junction is going to break. That voltage is called as breakdown voltage. Understandable? At a certain voltage. Which voltage? Reverse voltage. Keep in mind, at a certain reverse voltage, junction is going to break. That voltage is called as breakdown voltage. If this junction breaks, again your majority carriers, here majority carriers will cross. That will give rise to, what is that? What is this? Maximum current, reverse current. Say some where it is going, maximum reverse current. It may be 30 microampere, 50 microampere, whatever. Understandable? Clear with the reverse bias? What do you mean by breakdown voltage? How does breakdown voltage occurs? I will tell you one more time. If you increase the reverse potential for a large applied reverse bias, electrons from the n type, they will move towards positive potential. Few electrons, they will get an energy. The electrons which got energy, they will travel, they will move because they have a mobility. They will travel with high speed. They will dislodge other electrons. Dislodge means they will take other two electrons. Those two electrons also get an energy. They will travel with a high speed because they have a high velocity. 4 will become 8, 8 will become 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 5 over 1024. Like that, it will create a bunch of electrons in PN junction diagram. Those are responsible for breaking this junction, destroying that junction. So that voltage is called as breakdown. At a certain reverse voltage, the junction is going to break. The junction will break down. If junction break down, again majority carriers will move in opposite direction. That gives rise to a maximum reverse current. This is your maximum. This is your maximum reverse current. Understandable? Yes, sir. Clear? Now if they ask you a question, explain PN junction diode with VI characteristics for forward bias and reverse bias. In a single question, explain PN junction diode under forward bias and reverse bias with the help of VI characteristics. You need to draw only one graph, this graph. This is for germanium or silicon and this is for reverse bias. And this voltage is called, you mentioned that is cutting voltage. Here you mentioned this is breakdown voltage. You can show.